こないだみてえにすぐ仮面が割れてちゃつまんねえからな。黒崎悪いな、グリム嬢。
Bleach isn't just an anime, it's a hype machine, an epic masterpiece that rose from the depths to deliver nothing but pure peak fiction. We're talking bone-chilling clashes, reality-bending abilities, and moments that literally had us screaming at our screens. From Ichigo's desperate battles against gods to Kenpachi's absolutely savage dominance, these fights didn't just entertain, they redefined what anime combat could be. Today, we're breaking down the most brutal, most iconic, most insane fights in Bleach history.
鈴虫錦終わりだ。なんだ終わりか。やれやれ、私がやろう。後手13体の隊長の座につく方法は3つある。許しがたいと言っているのだ。当選挽回鈴虫追式閻魔航路。
The OG king meets his match. Picture this. Kenpachi Zaraki, the man, the myth, the legend, comes strolling toward his execution without a care in the world. Then, Tosen and Komamura step in, thinking they can stop him. Big mistake. Tosen pulls out his Bankai, essentially unlocking what looks like the first ever domain expansion in Soul Society. And honestly, it's absolutely terrifying. The guy actually manages to corner Kenpachi. For a split second, we actually thought this could go sideways. But then, and this is where it gets good, Kenpachi figures out how Tosen's ability works in real time, and from that moment on, it's a complete domination. Kenpachi doesn't just win, he dismantles him. Tosen only survives because Aizen literally saves him. Even the author was like, yeah, no one fights Kenpachi twice.
まただ。かわさなかった。よう、久しぶりだな。目が見えるようになったな。くだらねえ。そんなに死にたきゃそうしろ。
似合ってんじゃねえか。念のため聞いとくぜ。
この先に死神の進むべき未来はない。次は必ず仕留める。
あの城もクインシーの親玉も俺がぶっ潰してやらあ。挽回そうザビマルザゼッカオロチオ。相変わらず力押ししか能がないようだね。リヒトレーゲン引きよそうザビマル下がってっ
When the underdog gets humbled, Renji steps up against Uryu with his brand new Bankai, absolutely fired up and ready to prove himself. And for a moment, he's actually holding his own. The guy's landing hits, he's got momentum, and we're thinking, wait, is Renji actually about to pull off the upset? Wrong. Uryu's been playing with him the entire time. He wasn't even trying. The moment he decides to stop toying around and show his real power, Renji gets absolutely bodied in literal seconds. This man went from hot to completely completely ice cold. If Uryu had taken things seriously from the jump, Renji would have gotten a one-way ticket to the afterlife. The king of losses strikes again.
スクラベライフェーダーツビンガーお前の挽回はここまでだ。
挽回一つ逮捕。波動の90黒棺。私が人間ごときに遅れを取るのは
When a teenager shows a god who's boss, Aizen's walking around with god complex energy, convinced he's untouchable with his divine powers. Then Ichigo shows up and says, yeah, nah, I'm about to show you levels. Ichigo unleashes his power and brings a literal god to his knees. We're talking about a teenager making Aizen look mortal for the first time. This cocky villain thought his power was absolute, but instead he gets completely dog-walked by a high schooler. But Ichigo doesn't stop there. He pulls out his ultimate form, and with a single slash, he nearly erases Aizen and his entire ego from existence. Aizen survives thanks to his Hogyoku regeneration, but this loss absolutely scarred him, so much so that he ends up imprisoned for life, all because of a teenager and ironically a candy store owner. Talk about a downgrade.
3人か。黒崎一護だな。11番隊隊長ザラキケンパチだ。てめえから先に切らせてやるよ。ビビってんじゃねえよ。来い。なんだおい。この程度かよ。
The underrated masterpiece. Here's a fight that doesn't get nearly enough love. Ichigo's on his way to save Rukia when suddenly, plot twist, Kenpachi blocks his path. And immediately, Ichigo realizes this guy is on an entirely different plane of existence. No matter what Ichigo tries, nothing lands. Kenpachi's not even serious. He's literally toying with him like a cat with a mouse. When Kenpachi finally decides Ichigo isn't worth his time, he puts him down hard. Ichigo gets knocked out cold. But then, because he's the protagonist, Ichigo's plot armor activates in a major way. He wakes up with an absolutely insane power spike and actually manages to bring Kenpachi down. Is it believable? Not really. But is it hype? Absolutely.
楽しくなってきたのによ。たまんねえな。お前になら全力で戦っても良さそうだ。す てめえを倒すためにつぎ込む。ここに来てまだ冷圧が上がるのか。来るぞイチゴ。ねえ。ずいぶん大行な舞台じゃねえか。おい、俺もあんたも力がなけりゃただの罪人だろうがよ。
今日は随分と喋るのですね。あなたの声を聞くたびに私についたただ一つの傷がうずいて仕方がないのですから。
変わったもんだぜ、随分と。
戦いの最中に敵への憧れを口にするか。
懐かしい。生まれ変わってるみてえだ。
挽回稲月。
When the chill guy gets serious, this fight is absolutely mind-blowing. Kenpachi versus Unohana, and when we say these two throw hands, we mean they throw hands. Unohana is literally the most dangerous person in Soul Society, and you'll understand why the second her Bankai activates. Her sword drips with this bloodlust that's genuinely terrifying. If you saw that blade coming at you, you'd probably want to reconsider your entire life. Her Bankai is without question one of the deadliest, most nightmarish abilities in the entire series. But here's the thing about Kenpachi. He's not second to anyone. When he decides to unleash his true potential, the entire battlefield shifts. This fight is equal parts stunning and savage, showcasing why these two are absolute titans of Soul Society.
これが戦いだ。
一つの時代にケンパチは一人。さようなら。私を喜ばせた人よ。
僕を誰だと思ってんの？後手13体総隊長、京楽春水だよ。
こっちだ。シュテルンリッター X G イクサクシスのリジェバル。
影を見たかい？死ぬまで遊び明かそうじゃないの。切られてるだろう。だけど君もうルールを忘れてる。ああ、しまった。3度目だ。ジリエル。
Peak activation. You know something's about to get real when the laid-back, joking captain suddenly gets serious? Yeah, that's Kyoraku versus Stark in a nutshell. Stark catches Kyoraku off guard with his Shrift ability, which honestly looks like some kind of mutated Arrancar form. Things look bad for our music-loving captain. He's overwhelmed, he's struggling, and for a moment, we're wondering if the tide's turning. Then Kyoraku says, okay, time to stop playing around, and unleashes his Bankai. And when Kyoraku's Bankai activates, it's one of the most broken, overpowered abilities in the entire series. 3. Named moves. That's literally all it takes. Stark goes from dominating to getting absolutely destroyed in what feels like seconds. The contrast is insane.
ようやく自分から出てきたか。お待たせしちゃってごめんよ。暗くて寂しくて絶望的に見えてるかい？神の使いは絶望しない。一段目、ためらい傷の分かち合い。そして残念なことに、その傷では決して死ぬことはできない。加点胸骨唐松真珠。さて、二段目。 あれよあれよと三段目、男魚の淵、せめてこの手で切って捨てよう。糸切りばさみ血染めの喉笛、
挽回。
天差残月、
そんな小さなものが挽回だと。二度はないぞ小僧。あまり図に乗るな小僧。
じゃあ二度目はなんだ。
The hollowed moment. Ichigo and Byakuya are complete opposites, but when they have their rematch, it's everything. Byakuya's overconfidence is his biggest weakness, and Ichigo's been waiting for this moment. After getting his ass handed to him in their first fight, Ichigo finally decides to show what he's been hiding, his Bankai. Ichigo's first Bankai transformation is legitimately one of the most iconic scenes in anime history. He literally catches Byakuya completely off guard with this new power. But the real hype moment? When Ichigo's hollow manifestation crashes the party and nearly sends Byakuya to the Shadow Realm. That moment was absolutely unhinged and peak anime.
何者だ。
やっぱりてめえは下手くそだ。見せてやるぜ俺が。
ほら、もう一丁だ。
星になんじゃねえ。くそ。そっか。嘘だろ。俺が死んでたるか。祈れサンタテレサ。嘘だろ。よう
久しぶりだぜ。
Two madmen, one showdown. Nnoitra and Kenpachi are basically the same coin flipped twice. Both these guys live and breathe combat. Putting them in a ring together was the best idea ever. Nnoitra actually thought he was fighting some random Shinigami. Nope, he was walking straight into the jaws of the worst possible opponent. His first mistake was fighting Kenpachi at all. His biggest mistake? He accidentally knocked off Kenpachi's eye patch during the fight. The moment that eye patch comes off, it's over. Nnoitra thinks he's won, but then Kenpachi pulls out an attack so broken and overpowered that it ends the entire fight in a single swing. Nnoitra never stood a chance. He just didn't know it yet.
Back again.
やれやれ、剣道ってのをよ。
俺が守る。いくらフォローに似ているとはいえ。
From dead to deadly. Ichigo walks into this fight against Ulquiorra and gets absolutely destroyed. We're talking humiliated in the worst way possible. This man is getting his ass handed to him so badly that it looks like it's over. But then something unexpected happens. Ichigo doesn't just unlock a new power, he becomes a literal demon. A Vasto Lorde transformation that's so overpowered it's almost absurd. After this awakening, Ichigo flips the entire fight on its head. He doesn't just win, he absolutely demolishes Ulquiorra, showing him exactly what he's capable of. Ulquiorra went from confident destroyer to completely outmatched. Ichigo went from potentially dead to absolutely deadly. The power spike is insane, the transformation is incredible, and this moment will forever be cemented in anime history.
Bankai, 残火の太刀。その剣に触れることなく。
The legendary clash. And finally, the most legendary, most earth-shattering fight in Bleach, Yamamoto versus Yhwach. Yamamoto walks in like he's about to make someone's day very bad. But Yhwach? He's got other plans. This guy didn't even blink. He's completely unbothered because he's literally beyond the threat level Yamamoto operates at. The moment Yhwach releases his Bankai, it's not a fight anymore. It's a catastrophe. We're talking about an ability so destructive, so reality warping, that he literally burns down the entire Soul Society. Yamamoto realizes what he's dealing with and makes the smart choice. Don't fight this guy. Not today, not ever. Yhwach is the guy so powerful that he doesn't just beat people, he redefines the entire power scale and hands out plot armor to villains like it's candy. He's the final boss that makes everyone else look small.
行こうか。ザンクとツビンガ。残火の太刀、南。
Bleach delivered some of the most insane, most unforgettable fight scenes in anime history. Every single one of these battles reminded us why this series is pure peak fiction. From godlike abilities to desperate showdowns, from complete humiliations to triumphant comebacks. Bleach did it all. Which fight was your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more anime breakdowns.